Hello there. Welcome to another episode from Veg Grower Podcast. The video episode for this. I'm just sorting a few things out outside in this evening. The nights are drawing in quite quick. It's 6 o'clock, and although it's not dark yet, in an hour it probably will be quite dark. But anyway, that's kind of digressing from the point. I've not got a huge amount to show you this week. This is more backing up what I talked about on the podcast on Monday. So, not a huge amount, but I'm going to go through those, and then I want to come back and talk a little about my podcast and things like that to do with those who don't really know too much about me. Anyway, first things first, I just want to follow up on the tomatoes down the allotment with a blight that last week you saw me cutting away. I want to show you how they look in a week on, and how they're doing. So I'll put that up now, and we'll come back again. Okay, so just a bit of a follow up on the tomato blight from last week. Hopefully you can see I cut it all away last week, as you know. But this is looking pretty good. What's left doesn't seem much worse. There's a few little bits I can see, but nothing too serious. And even if I'm lucky, I can zoom in down here. There's a tomato that's ready, so that'll be harvested later. Something's knocked them over, but that might just be the wind and rain we had a few days ago. But otherwise, that's pretty good. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, they're not looking too bad this week now. It looks like I've cut away the bad bits. The crop is going to obviously be reduced by quite a bit with that, but what is going to be there, I may still get some decent crops out of. The crimson crush plants I have planted just down here, they're doing fine, still growing well. I might show you those next week as a bit of a recap, show how they're doing, but not even hit by the blight. So the next video I just want to show you is to do with some of the runner beans that I grew for my grandfather's funeral earlier this year. Just something I noticed when I was harvesting them, so I'm going to put that video up now, and then I'll come back again. Okay, so I just want to do this quick video. I was here picking some of my runner beans, and I noticed this cane here has snapped in half. Didn't think anything of it actually. I mean, it's a bit of an old cane, probably needs replacing. And then I saw down the end there's a load of beans. Let's see if we can get that in there. Alright, let's grab it by my hand. Yeah, quite a few there, quite weighty. So that may not have helped either. I'm not complaining that it snapped a cane due to weight. That's a step in the right direction, shall we say. So I'm going to carry on picking these, and that'll be it. Okay, yeah, so that's all the clips I have to really show you on from the allotment and things. And as you see, I'm just in the potting shed at the moment. Oh, shut up, eBay. Just in the potting shed at the moment. Thought I'll have a quick run through and see how things are looking. This here, let's see if you can see that. I've got you on the GoPro, and I can see on the screen just down here. You can just about see these here, watermelons. This one here. They're still growing. They're doing quite well. A couple of beans down here. They've got flowers, and just you won't be able to see this on the camera. A very, very small watermelon, very small. Hopefully that's going to grow on. So I'll keep watering those and we'll see what happens. Over towards the back here. These here. Couple of weeds in there. Let's get rid of those. But yeah, these passion fruit seedlings. Grew these from seed earlier this year. I have mentioned it a few times, and they're growing really well actually. I'm really pleased with those, considering, as you know, I'm in the UK. Passion fruit may not grow very well in the UK, so we'll see what happens. I mean, what's better is I got those seeds when I was on honeymoon, so and brought them back when I was in St Lucia on honeymoon. Brought those back to the UK, and yeah, they're growing well. So I'm pleased with that. So, as I say, not much more to talk about this week. I just want to, first of all, I've hit one of my milestones with the subscribers. I've hit 25 subscribers, so if you're one of the 25, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. I know in the grand scheme of things, 25 is not as high as some of the other channels up there, but everyone that follows and likes and what have you, I've just blown away with that. I just think it's fantastic. So yeah, so thank you for that. 25 subscribers. Please tell your friends, get more coming along, and if any of you get in touch, you know, I'll talk away and what have you. It'd be great to hear from you. I just want to talk a bit, because you also hear me often mention the podcast, and many of you guys on the YouTube channel probably don't realise what I mean by the podcast. Now, I run a website. About 3 years ago I started this, 4 years ago. I was annoyed. I love podcasts, and these are audio podcasts, and I was annoyed that I couldn't find any decent vegetable growing podcasts. So I decided to start my own. I mostly talk about what I'm doing on there and what have you. I've gone with the aspect, I'm not the most experienced gardener, but if we can document what I grow and what have you, I can basically document it. So yeah, so as I say, I've been growing that on for the last 3-4 years. YouTube, that most of these videos are on, is just a subsidiary to that, getting more information. But if any of you are interested in what I do over there, get on over to the veggrowerpodcast.co.uk. Got a whole website. It's got articles and stuff. There is a members side to it where there is some articles that aren't open to the public, but there's also forums and things like that. Quite a good setup, I think, I've got there. So if anybody is interested in that, please do come along. I really appreciate that as well. Okay, so that'll be it for this week, I'm afraid. Hopefully next week I'll have a lot more things to talk about. I'm planning to have a bit of a tidy up in here and what have you. So we'll see you on that one. Thanks for watching, liking and subscribing.